1977, you became the first DJ that produced a record called
80. No, 77.
77.
You're right.
77.
You're right.
I remember that year because I was born in 1977.
Oh, okay. Same year Studio 54 opened.
Yeah. And it was called Kiss Me Again.
Kiss Me Again.
It was a big step for dance music, and also because the first DJ that produced a track.
And also Arthur Russell's premiere, his first record.
And so what can you tell us about this step that changed everything, I think?
Well, DJs were mixing. No one had produced but yet. No one had gone in from the beginning to end. They had just taken what producers gave them and mixed it. So when Arthur came to me, because he used to come to my club, and he said, you know, we can make a record. And immediately I knew, yes, this is what I needed to do.
I don't know what I'd do if you ever left me. How would I make it? I don't know what I'd do if you ever left me.
You know, in life, I think God sends you things when you're ready. And the thing is to be open to the experiences, to be open to what God is sending you, what the universe is sending you, and to go on the path and check it out and see what happens. And that's what I did. I went on the journey, and it was some journey, I tell you. I mean, it turned out to be one of the biggest records that year in the city, and it's still today considered a big classic. So I'm proud of it, very proud of it.
I tried to make it out here by myself. I couldn't make it and I needed some help. Yeah. I tried to make it out here all alone.
About mixing, we know that you also discovered the mixing.
Oh, beat matching, you mean? Yeah. Well, the thing, people a lot of times say that I discovered it. What I did, I think, was I brought it to people's attention because the gallery was the place where all the DJs came. And one DJ over there was doing it sometimes, and another DJ was doing it once in a while, and I started doing it every record almost. And all the DJs come to my club at 4 a.m. in the morning and they hear it, so that's where I got the credit for actually doing it. But my whole idea was, because back then the music would stop a lot and start a lot, and I wanted to create this seamless night. Now, I'd rather stop it and start it a little bit because I don't like the seamlessness too much now. Now it's too much, especially these DJs who play the same BPM all night long, 127, 127, 100. I mean, I like, you know, a whole bunch of different beats. I like slower beats, you know, I like the slow funk sometimes, and, you know, you gotta go on a journey.
I fell in love with you overnight. I didn't know if that was right. But after weeks and months of ecstasy, it ain't hard for me to see.
Before the discovery of the mixing and all this technology, the DJ box, which is the instrumentation, and so how can you play in the 70s?
It was really difficult because the turntables weren't meant to slip cue with. You know, you couldn't hold the record on the, you had to really hold it very lightly, and we would take like a 45, the old 45 records, and we put them underneath the 33 to make it slip, because otherwise the whole platter would stop because it was belt driven. So you really had to have great technique, you know, really great technique. And a lot of times during the mix, when you're listening, it would slow down. You'd have to push it to speed it up. And in addition, the techniques that they use today, they go 10%, 10%. The turntables that we used back then, the Thorins, went 3% and 3%. So you really, the records had to be in the ballpark. You know, you couldn't put something that was 124 next to something that was 110. Now today you can do it, you can bend it. But I never do that. I think that if you bend it too much, then you're playing not what the producer meant you to play. So why play it? That's what I think. That's my personal opinion.